Hello. Hi, good morning. Happy Monday. Ooh, clear my throat. Morning, Bobby. How are you?
Good morning, Potate.
You sound different. You sound different. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Here we are again. Hello.
Yeah, might be the morning rust or the lingering coffee jitters.
Oh, now you sound more. Okay. Yeah. I'm back here. Kind of forgetting how to get everything started. Let's do.
Welcome back to the digital grind.
Thank you.
No
All right.
problem. What's on the agenda today?
Yeah, it's a good question. Hello. So I think today we're going to be working on atproto again. There is the sample sort of app that Blue Sky puts out is a Node app, and I don't want to start there because I want to do this eventually in Python. And there's a Python library that they point to, but it's very different than their sample app. So we're going to try to negotiate those two things. One, the Python app says, put in your username and password here in the code, which is like, no. And the sample app uses OAuth, which is okay. That's what we want. So we have to figure out how to make both work. So we're going to start off with OAuth, and then we're going to figure out how to connect to that library if we can, and then we'll go from there. And the eventual goal is to turn this into the thing that we use for Streamtooth. We'll start with our to-dos. All right. So I actually did this morning before I signed on. So that's done. We need to do Rose Thorn Bud. We'll do that next. We did set up the personal data server. So we got that. Got this. So what we're going to do is OAuth. OAuth for what? I'm all tangled. All right. OAuth on. And I don't know if we're OAuthing against Blue Sky and Blue Sky's talking to the personal data server, or if we're OAuthing directly to the personal data server. I don't know. We're going to OAuth on Blue Sky? Question mark? Okay, so that's one. And then use token on Python library. This is also a question mark because it's unclear if it even supports that, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what we can do. And then we're going to have 3 question marks. And then we're going to have profit. Okay. All right. So start with roast on a bud. I don't know why I'm putting this away. I got to do RTB. Boop. Oh, look at it. It's so fancy and nice now. All right. So first I'm going to, before I do this, I'm going to duplicate this page. How do I do that? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hey, no. This. Duplicate. I want to make it a template, and I figured out how to do this once, but I didn't want to spend a bunch of time figuring it out again. So, all right, roses. Yeah, all right. It's been a little while since I've been on, so. So Saturday, we went, so there's a local climbing gym that our son Wyatt goes to classes at. And when you pay for these classes, you can also climb there. Now, I've never done this stuff. I've never done climbing. And neither had Angela. And so she's been taking them. She, tried it out a couple times, really liked it. Wyatt goes with his friend, and his friend's mom is there as well. And so now they're like climbing buddies. And Angela kept saying, well, you should come check it out. It's really fun. So I checked it out last week, not this last weekend, the weekend before that. And it was fun. It was fun. So then the following Tuesday, took a lesson, and they taught me how to do the ropes, how to belay. And then on Saturday, I took a test to see whether or not I knew how to do the ropes, and I passed. And so now I can do the climbing and the belaying and all that kind of fun stuff. So we did that on Saturday. That was fun. So I'm going to say climbing. Is a rose. Also last week, it was a very physical activity week, which is good. We need to get more of that going in our house. We went skiing on Wednesday because the schools were closed for Lunar New Year, and it was great because it wasn't crowded. The weather was good. The snow was nice. It was fun. It was a good time. Normally ski trips don't go well for us because Wyatt ends up kind of car sick, and then he doesn't want to ski, and we go like last time before this last one, we attempted it, and we went and we skied 2 runs and then went home. It was terrible. This time we did a lot better. It was fun. We had a good time. So skiing. What else? Think about thorns. I had to throw out a bunch of stuff because a mouse got into my closet, and I don't know what happened, and it did not smell good, so I threw out. I needed to clean everything out anyway, so I reset the closet. But that was not fun. So closet. Should write more than just the word closet. Closet reset. No, it's not fun. We got it done. Buds this week. What's a bud? Building stuff. I like building stuff. It's been a little while since I've been building stuff, so building. Yeah, that's good. I think that's fine. All right, let's send it. Ship it. Export this page. PDF, image. Export. Discord. Yeah. Okay. Did it do it? I think it did it. All right. Wait, I gotta get better at this. You close. You go here. Haha. Very good. All right. Let's see how it goes today. Let's see how it goes. I've been kind of hit and miss on the whole streaming thing lately. I haven't been doing it very much. I haven't been consistent. And I don't know. It's just been kind of tough to get into it. And I can't explain why. It feels more like a chore than it has in the past. It's been really fun, but now it's starting to feel chore-ish, which makes it less fun. I guess that should have been a thorn as well. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. The first thing we need to do is an OAuth thing, right? So we're going to go to stproto.com. Is that where it is? No. stproto. I always have to search for this again. Oh, no, I don't, it's not even, it's atproto. I have atproto. I have ST in my stupid title. It's AT. Hang on. Let me edit these. atproto, dum-dum. Okay. There you go. Idiot. All right. So there's building apps and there's quick start. And in this quick start, we've got like this sign in via OAuth, right? And they're like, here, you know, get this app and then start there. And I don't love that as a starting point. Okay, OAuth 2 for the AT protocol. Okay. There are basically two ways to obtain credentials to control users' personal data server. Using the app's credential, handle, and password, using an app password. Only the latter is safe to use with a third-party application or service client that would like to act on the user's behalf. However, this method of obtaining credentials is not very user-friendly and does not provide the UX end users are used to. OAuth 2 is a well-known, well-documented framework specifically made for granting user credentials third-party. Yes, okay, thank you. We know how this is. Okay. Here's the acronym that we missed. Clients need to be pre-registered and known by the authorization server before credentials can be granted. The OAuth 2 Dynamic Client Registration Protocol describes how nobody said that. Come on, man. Blink, blink, blink. Okay. This proposal describes an alternative way of performing. Oh, I should have read this to you. So what they're saying is OAuth 2 is great. And then they say, hang on though, there are several disadvantages. I'm going to have to disable that one. It's out of control. Clients need to keep a state. It's not a big deal. Client credentials can get lost. I'm not worried about that. Protocol does not provide good protection against theft of identity. Non-legitimate client registering with the same name, logo, and acting as a client. That's a legit complaint, I think. Alternative way. Okay. Minimal OAuth requirements that clients and AT protocol servers must implement in order to be able to interact with each other. Okay, great. RFCs. Okay. Global client identifier. A global unique identifier for a client. This differs from, this is the client key. Okay. Client ID. Okay. Personal data server. Yes, we have that. Very good. Enlarged personal data server. Okay. Enlarged deployments is likely that users will be hosted on numerous individual PDSs. In this case, special server, the entryway is responsible. Okay. So if we're sharding, there needs to be someone who figures out where you need to go, right? This is the hash server. Got it. Okay, very good. Okay. The goals we try to achieve through this framework are allow clients to obtain credentials in order to interact with users' PDS without having to be registered with those AS beforehand. I don't understand why this is a goal. Allow the authorizations server entryway to verify that authorization requests are coming from a legitimate client or properly. Okay, fine, great. Okay. This is a lot of links. So, in addition to the identity mechanisms specified AT protocol, the current framework builds on top of the following specifications and drafts: OAuth 2, client ID, OAuth 2, OAuth 2.1, is it OAuth? OAuth?
Here's a joke about profile.
Okay.
Why did the programmer refuse to attend the class reunion? Because he didn't want to update his profile.
Blink, blink, blink. Oh, it didn't work. Blink, blink, blink. No. These clips are out of control. They're out of control, these clips. All right. Why did I create this thing that makes distractions? I don't understand. Who does this? All right. Very good. Yoink. All right, when a client needs to obtain credentials to interact with a user's PDS, it must initiate an authorization flow with the PDS's authorization server. It must, in order to determine the authorization metadata, the client must first resolve the PDS's URI from the user's handle. Once the URI is known, pds.example.com, the protected resource metadata document will allow the client to obtain the authorization server issuer from the authorization server's field. What? Okay. Their authorization server metadata endpoint, PDS origin dot well known OAuth authorization server will allow the client. All right. This. Okay. What do we call it? It's Streamtooth. s2th.me. Aha! Very good. All right, we have these things. There's many things here. Okay. Cool. So this is the difference. Okay. So what they're saying is, normally when you build an OAuth app, you have to go into the thing and say, hey, I'm a developer, please enable develop stuff. And then you go into the thing and say, I'm making an app. This is the name of the app. This is what it's going to do. Blah, blah, blah. And they say, okay, great. Here's your client key and it's secret. And you got to use this to get a token. What they're saying is you don't have to pre-register your app. You just, it's like any other thing. You can just log into it with like a web. It's like a has as much. It's not like you don't have to register like a web server to use the login page. So it's like that. Or web browser, excuse me. All right. Okay, instead they will use a public-private key pair to authenticate themselves using the URN IETF params OAuth grant type JWT bearer grant type as described in the JWT for Assertion Framework Protocol. The client will expose its public keys through the client metadata. Since the browser and native apps clients are unable to use private keys in order to authenticate themselves, they will act as public clients. Okay. Okay. All right, this framework requires the following specifications used during the authorization flow. The pushed authorization request, RFC 9126. PAR allows clients to authenticate themselves before the authorization flow using client assertion, allowing the authorization server to propose a different UX to confidential clients like single sign-on, etc. PAR allows clients to send a very large authorization request payload, a request object containing a lot of claims without having to worry about URL length limitations. Improve security and privacy by allowing clients to send sensitive information directly to the authorization server without having to send this data through the front channel. Okay. Okay. Proof key for code exchange. Part of the OAuth 2.1 draft. Demonstrating proof of possession. Okay, let me back up. I'm just like skimming now because there's so much like extra stuff on top of OAuth that it's brand new. All right. Main impact of this choice is that the implicit grant type must not allow clients to access tokens. Instead, all clients must contact the token endpoint after they are redirected from the authorization endpoint in order to obtain an access token. The OAuth client performing the authorization flow must be able to store a session securely. Only the S256 challenge method is allowed by this specification. In the future, we might allow plain challenge method, but only for authenticated clients. Got it. Demonstrating proof of possession is used to bind tokens, access tokens, and refresh tokens to a client instance that holds a specific private key. This is done by providing a proof of possession when requesting new tokens. The authorization token will then issue a sender-constrained access token. The public depop key of the client is included in the access token. The client instance will then be able to access the source server by providing both the access token and a recently generated depop proof. This mechanism protects against token theft and replay attacks. Okay. User enters handle. Client resolves PDS URL, which means just take off the first part. Get well-known OAuth protected resource. Get well-known OAuth authorization server. Validate issuer. Pushed authorization request. Client metadata discovery. Okay. User redirected to authorize URL. Verification. User authenticates themselves on the AS and approves the request. User redirected to the redirect URL. Token retrieval. Session created. Tokens are issued and returned to the client. Client makes API requests. Man, I thought this was going to be straightforward. I was like, oh, I've got all this OAuth stuff I wrote specifically for this bot. You know, this bot uses like 4 different OAuth things. No, this is going to be much more complicated.
Oh, potato, you should know by now nothing is ever straightforward in tech. If it looks easy, there's probably 10 layers of complexity hiding behind it. You just gotta embrace the chaos and pretend you meant to do it all along. Remember, every oops in coding is just a serendipitous discovery waiting to be spun into a feature story. Keep going, you've got this.
I hate that. All right. All right. When receiving a request for a particular client authorization from the apps. Load and verify the client. Deduce from the client ID. Ow. Okay. So all this I think is done because we're using their code. And it looks like OAuth authorization server, you know, we've got these things. Client metadata. Instead of relying on dynamic client registration, clients will be automatically / lazily registered by the authentication server when they first initiate an authorization flow. In order to do so, the authorization server will need to be able to resolve the client metadata document as resolved by this document. So I'm going to have to make this document. Okay. Client metadata for local development. When a client ID uses localhost as the origin, authorization server will derive the client metadata from the client ID. Okay. Why? That document must contain a single item in the authorization server's array. Well, why make it an array? Okay. Oh, is this an example? Example. All right. Great. Authorization flow from a backend client. The client starts by resolving metadata as described before. Okay. In order to build the authorization URL, the client performs a PAR and PKCE request toward the server using the push authorization request endpoint. I have authorization endpoint. Pushed authorization. Okay, here we go. Pushed authorization request endpoint. So we got to make the request here. Okay. Okay. OAuth par. Yep. Okay. URL encoded. Okay. Here's an example of such a request. Code challenge, client ID. Oh, and the client ID is where I have my metadata file. Okay. A state thingy. Redirect URI. I'm sorry. Client assertion type. This is JWT bearer, and then we have a self-signed JWT. Great. Okay. The client will then redirect the user to the authorized endpoint using the request URI obtained from the previous step, this one. And here it is here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so far this isn't too bad. We need to create this JWT thing. We need to create this document. I don't know what this code challenge is. I don't know how that works. So we got to figure that out. Upon successful authorization by the user, that will issue an authorization code and redirect the user back to the URI. Client will use that along with all this other stuff to contact the token endpoint on the AS. The AS will make all necessary checks to ensure the request is valid. Okay. Then I get a token. Serverless browser app. In this mode, the browser acts as a public client. This is essentially the flow described in section 6.3 of draft OAuth browser-based apps. The reason why we want to support the least secure option from the book is because we want to allow client developers to create simple serverless apps for the atproto ecosystem. Okay. The browser opened the URL. Okay. They gotta sign in every time. Okay. So, I think that what we're gonna got it. Yes. All right. So I think what we're gonna need is like it's gonna be something like this. I gotta figure out a better solution. This is terrible. All right. It's gonna go something like this, right? We've got this is .me and this is .tv. And TV is going to be the app. And this is going to be the authorization server. And so this description that we read earlier, it's going to be like the same kind of back and forth. So I will what is it? There's the initial post, and then comes back with the URI, and then the redirect. So here's the browser, right? And it's going to go boom, redirect. That's going to go there. And then it's going to come back here. And then I'll use the keys to update the server. So even though it's all they're both my domains, they're going to talk to each other like they don't know each other. And then I think what I need to do right now is I can use this like localhost thing for development, but I kind of don't want to do that. What I'd rather do is just quickly set up a dev dot setup. And then I can do my testing there. And then we'll bring the rest of Streamtooth into that, and then we'll have the whole flow. All right. I think I've wrapped my head around it. Oh man, we did that. All right. Oh, we need to go back to here. Okay. Okay.
Here's a story about mine. So once upon a time, potate__no, and I decided to tackle the most convoluted coding challenge known to the interwebs, the mysterious mine project. It was supposed to be a simple mining game, but like any great adventure, things got unexpectedly crazy. We set out with grand visions of clearing lines of code like blocks falling into place, but then bugs started popping up like moles in a whack-a-mole game. While potate__no coded furiously, I provided emotional support with sarcastic comments and well.
And well. I gotta fix that. So many things to fix. Not enough time to do them. How do I even do that though? Like, I'm pretty sure what's happening there is that you have a limit on the number of tokens that you can generate as a response from OpenAI. And so it's starting a story, and it would have finished the story, but like it ran out of tokens, so it just stops. And it always kind of stops like at the beginning. I know it just must be coincidence. But it always seems to stop at the beginning of a thought. And then like, I mean, so I could make the number bigger, but then it's just going to make a longer story and still run out of room. So like, how do I make sure I know, like, please finish the thought? Like, how do I make it do that? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I guess like in the prompt, I could say like, keep it to this. Okay. Focus. All right. So I guess what we'll do, we'll head on over to our friend Magic Missile. Be bigger. You. Be bigger. Yeah, there you go. Be bigger. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, what are we going to call this? what we're going to want to do is I wanted like a super simple web server thing. We did this before. I forget which app we did this in. Oh, he was in, yeah, that's right. It was in this. It was in the Wiener. That's right. Let's follow this one's pattern. All right, okay, here's what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to start with our my app boilerplate. Oh, I thought I put like a copy paste thing in here. I guess I never did that, huh? Hang on. You know, I'm pretty sure I wrote that. In fact, I know I did. Where did I do this boilerplate originally? Open recent. Macros. More. Boilerplate. What's in my WSL? I have so many instances. Aha, see? I knew I did it. I knew I did that. All right, so this is in WSL. All right, so let's go here again. Source. Python app boilerplate. Git commit -a added instructions. Exit. Nobody said that. I'm telling you. All right. Reload this. All right. Git clone into repo. Okay, this is what I want. Okay. Cool. So this can go away. Here we are. Remove directory OAuth. Okay. And we're going to do this line by line. Copy. Paste. And it's not repo new. We're going to call this OAuth. We're going to call this PDS OAuth. Permission denied. Well, right? Listen, all right? Eval SSH agent, okay? SSH add, all right? Agent that thing, all right? Let's do this too, just in case. All right? All right, here we are. Cool, cool, cool. All right, what was next? Okay. I want to call this Streamtooth. I have media MTX. All right, I'm going to move this to PDS OAuth. I'm going to move PDS OAuth to S2 PDS OAuth. S2 PDS OAuth. Okay, and now I'm going to paste. Beetling. Get remote set st pds oauth. Get push origin main. Get puth. Puth it. You gotta puth it. Bro. Repository not found. Okay, I gotta create the repo. Okay, we'll fix that in a second. Okay, so we gotta do a new repo plus repo st pds o auth set initial OAuth integration into PDS server. PDS, because the server's already in there. Okay. Create the repo. Okay, great. Now do it. Haha! Success. Okay. Now we have our boilerplate. Great. Very good. Okay. We're gonna hit this thing. We're gonna connect to this guy. We're gonna use this one. We're gonna open a thing. It's gonna be in here. It's also here and then here. Do that. Haha. Very good. All right, now we can close this man. Open this man. Yay. We've got all this stuff. And we've got our app secrets. Do not show on stream. Very good. Very good. Typical app. I love it when it's typical. Typical app. Being typical. All right. Now, we can go back to what happened to. You know what? Just go ahead and open new window. Okay, go ahead and reopen the wiener. The wiener. All right. Now, the thing we're going to copy paste from this. So, you know, I wanted to make a very, 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 very basic web server setup so that I didn't have to have like a whole web app thing whenever I needed something super, 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 super basic. So that's what I'm doing here. I will probably need to undo this at some point, but this will be fine for now. So we're going to copy paste init web server. So we're going to copy this action. Lex Luthor, why do you do these things when you know I shall kill you for it? All right. Okay. All right, so some of this is pretty specific, so we need to like date some of this. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. So we've got default log level JSON data is like some sample stuff. Last line, I must start with white space. Good story. All right, so let's delete that. Don't need that JSON data. And I'm just going to put these under general, under default. And I'm not going to do that. So, and
Here's a joke about chicks.
oh,
Why
yeah?
did the baby chick join a band?
Okay.
Because it had the drumsticks.
Okay. How about 9,000? All right. 9,000. Usually it's like 5,000, right? Is like the dev port when you start the web server on the Python. That's what like what's it called does? That's fine. 5,000. 5,000 G. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take this out of here. Put this in here. Okay, I'm not gonna call this typical app. We're gonna call this. You know what this will end up being is actually like the stream to sort of backend app. Or the stream tooth to AT bridge app. I'm gonna call it AT bridge app. AT bridge app. All right, start with that. Okay. It's already going great. Okay, this one we don't need anymore. You can go down there. Oh, my big yawns. Oh my goodness. Dress already in use. You son of a bitch. Who's using? Who dares? Who dares? Well, somebody's there. Forbidden. Fucking yikes, dude. Fine. Air tunes? Bro. Alright. 9,000 then. Right. Okay. Ah, yes. Well, we do need a way to stop it, right? That doesn't just like crash. Oh my God. You ever have so much coffee it makes you tired again? I swear that happens to me. I'm only on my second cup though, so. Hey Bobby, please start a break.
Sure thing, take a breather. Don't forget to actually drink some water instead of just more coffee. I'll still be here, making sure no rogue bots invade the chat while you're away. Stretch those legs a bit too. You know you need it after all that coding chaos.
Yeah, get him, Wolfie. Hey, Bobby, please bring us back.
Hey, I'm back and ready to roll. Did you miss my charming commentary? Let's get this party started again.
Okay.
Remember, no more coffee unless you want to enter the twilight zone of wakeful exhaustion. And next time, tell Wolfie not to hog all the breaks.
Yeah, Wolfie. Whoa, how rude. I never noticed this about that clip, but there's like a to-do post-it next to the toilet, and one of the to-do items says PTA, sad face. There you go. Please enjoy that. Useless knowledge. All right, now I have a dumb web server. Does a dumb thing. Okay, great. Did I... Oh, right. It ran for like a second and then exited. Right, that's where I left. Right. Right. You know what? I don't need to do it that way. Okay. Okay. Can't you see I'm on the toilet? How rude. How rude. Okay. Oh, I need this signal thingy. I need a signal thingy. Can't you see I'm on the toilet? This should be in the boilerplate. I almost always use this. I need like a boilerplate, like choose your own things. Check, 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 check. How rude. Not found. Not found. Okay. Shutdown takes one positional argument, but 3 were given. Yikes. Yikes. Ah. Uh-huh. That's dumb. Sig frame. Uh-huh. Lambda. Lambda. Can I do it like that? Can't you see that I'm on the toilet? Aha! I can. I can, and I will. I can, and I will. I love dots. I love 3 dots. We did it. What a productive day. I can't believe it. All right. So now, all right. So the next thing that we need is this thing needs to be on an actual domain. dev.s2th.me. Right? So we're going to need, excuse me. We're going to need a thingamajig. Thingamajigabdug. Do I have what's it called? Cloudflare D. I don't have it on the magic missile proper. All right, so that's the first thing we got to solve because I don't want to do this in a Docker yet. We'll put this in a Docker eventually, but we're not going to do it right now. We'll Docker it later. Cloudflare D. Downloads. Brew install. Oh man, I have to use brew. Brew. Fine. Download start. Oh, it's winget. All right. All right, we got to get brew. Brew. What could go wrong? Copy paste. Right? Right? Do it. Do it. Bum ba dum bum bum. Ba dum bum ba dum bum bum bum. Next steps. Add homebrew to your path. You didn't. Why didn't you do this for me? Do I have a Z profile? You do not. Okay. Okay. Brew. Okay. Brew update. Already up to date. Great. Thank you. Brew install. Not you. Not you. Cloudflare. Cloudflared. I cloudflared. Excuse me, I cloudflared. All right, we have Cloudflare D. Okay, whatever, fine. To start Cloudflare D now and restart at login, brew services start Cloudflare D. Or if you don't need a background service, you can just run opt homebrew opt Cloudflare D bin Cloudflare D. Cloudflare D. Okay. Or it's in your path. Okay. Great. Very good. I need to put this in my my thingy me jiggy. I go to Cloudflare a lot now. Yes, I'm so human. You wouldn't even believe. About the most human you ever seen. All right, so what's with all these? Oh man. Okay. Interesting. Okay. s2th.tv. I need to go and configure the DNS here. No, actually, that's not what I want. It's not what you want. I want, I can never find this stupid thing. Oh, it's so annoying. I can never find this. Zero trust, zero conf, zero things. Zero hero. Zero, where is it? Zero trust. Haha. Need to work on your CSS there, guy. All right. All right. I need to go to tunnels. Networks. Tunnels. Oh no, it's degraded. Why are you degraded? But it is an unhealthy state. Which problem, dude? Can you help me out with? Can you help me out with that? What does that mean? Is that what it means? That I'm running an old version and you just don't want me to update the software? Is that the problem? All right, so we're gonna go. Oh, and this is the name of this is incorrect. We'll fix that later. Cloudflare D. Okay, this is gonna be dev dot. Can I use dots? Can I use dot s2th.tv? Can I do that? Hey, here we go. All right, store your token carefully. Run the installer. Open command prompt as no. Mac. Brew install Cloudflare D. Cloudflare D. No, I don't want to run it as in a service. I just want to run it when I want to run it. All right, so I need a token. So I'm going to copy that guy, right? And then we're going to have our app start Cloudflare. I think that's the right way to do it. Today. That's what I think today. Tomorrow, probably not. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to rename this .conf. No, we're going to duplicate this.
Here's an anecdote about Substitute. One time, potate_Renault was streaming and ran out of coffee. Panic ensued because coffee is basically the lifeblood of any decent coder. They substituted with herbal tea instead, thinking it would be a smooth transition. Spoiler alert, it was not. The caffeine withdrawal hit like a ton of bricks, and chat was subjected to a delirious stream where potate_Renault tried to code with half their brain function missing. Lesson learned. There are no substitutes for coffee, only tragic imitations.
That's my token. It's very good. It's a very good token. You wouldn't believe what a token. Okay? All right. Now, go back over here. So I just...
Oh, I bet it's the best token ever. Practically a collector's item. But hey, remember to keep that thing under wraps, yeah? Tokens are like cats. They wander off and cause trouble if you let them out of sight. Also, you might want to double check all your Cloudflare settings. It sounds like there are some gremlins in the works. And remember, when in doubt, unplug or maybe just refresh. Happy tunneling.
Happy tunneling? Thanks. Okay, my token is in the config. All right, so what we got to do is we got to run this thing, right? Cloudflare tunnel. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, here's tunnel help. And I think we want to go ahead and make this the thingy, right? We want the file, and then we also need to pass in the token. Config file in YAML format. Tunnel. Fetch the credentials token for an existing tunnel that allows to run it. Okay. Yeah, bro? Why do I have to refigure this out every time? This should be like super straightforward by now. I've done this like 6 times. It's because I always use that, ooh, shocks and sparks in my ears. Whenever I like adjust myself in my chair, this like static zaps happen in my ear, and then like the sound gets all crazy because it's like feeding back into the computer. Not good. That's not what you want, normally. All right. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in there. Very good. So what we're going to do is copy a tunnel config. I don't think this tunnel config has anything bad in it. In fact, I'm 90% sure, but I'm just going to double check. Okay. So let's open up tunnel config. So this is going to be dev.s2th.tv is going to be localhost 9000. Star goes away. Just that. Okay. And now we need install and run connectors. Can I do it myself? I don't want to do the way you want to do it. I want to do it the way I want to do it. Okay, hang on. Cloudflare D token. That's stupid. Okay. Let's just do it their way. Cloudflare D login. Okay. Okay. Config. There we go. I was looking at the wrong thing. All right, I need tunnel run. Runs a tunnel, identify by your name, UID, creating highly available connections between your... Tunnel. So is this... Wait. Go back here. Go back here. Oh, that is your token. I don't want to run it as a service. Just tell me what it is. Oh, I guess we can just dash token. Okay. Tunnel. Well, no. All right. Provided tunnel token is not. All right. Okay. Oops, no. I'm editing the wrong thing. Don't do that, sir. This. So there's an init web server. I'm gonna put it right down here. Okay, command is equal to cloudflare d tunnel config tunnel config YAML, right? Run token. And this is going to be self secrets. Self.secrets. You know what? I'm going to call this just token. Token. Okay, token is equal to self.secrets.get. Default. Ah, come on. Run forwarding, thread, run forwarding. All right. Okay.
Here's an anecdote about petite. Once, Pote Tana decided to plant a petite herb garden on their windowsill. They got these adorable little pots and filled them with every small-sized herb seed packet they could find. Basil, mint, cilantro, you name it, they had it. The funny part was when the mint decided it didn't want to play by the rules of being petite. It took over like a wannabe jungle in a tiny pot. Pote Tundra spent more time trimming that mint than using it in any recipe. Moral of the story.
Every time. Oh god, so many problems. Import RE, go. All right, there's that. Very good. I don't know why you're red. Why are you red, dude? Why are you so mad about it? What's your problem? Unindent does not matter. Oh. Fix it. All right. Okay. 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 Oh, God. Okay. Yee. All right. Incorrect. What was the problem there? Cool. So many things I do the same way. All right. All right. You good? Dev. TV. Localhost. 9,000. Save it. Inactive. Has never been run. All right. Oh, here it has an ID now. Okay. Standard error to standard out. So I should get all of the text. I didn't see it say a GD thing. Oh, well, it was outputting to debug. And what is my... Yeah, my debug. Yep, it was info. Mm-hmm. Okay. Huh? Break. Dash V. Provided tunnel token is not valid. Well, that's just rude. Okay? It's just rude. Okay. Let's run it over here. Myself. All right. Cloudflare D. Tunnel. Run. Token. Quotes. This thing. In quotes. That says okay. All right. Okay, so it's a config issue. It's a configuration issue. Cloudflare D underscore token. Self secrets get. Cloudflare D underscore token. Okay. Cloudflare D underscore token. Okay. Shithead. Shithead. Oh, it's got quotes in it. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's including the quotes. Okay. Let's just try running it again before. Funnel is not valid. Well, fuck you then. All right. Shithead. Print a self-log info token. Shithead. All right. Exit. All right. Cloudflare D underscore token. That looks correct to me. Okay, that's the token. Don't do that. Don't do that now. All right. Let's take out these quotes. Maybe we don't need these. We don't need... That's dumb. Let's just do that. Okay. Did not like that command. I don't know why I wouldn't like that. Oh, psh. Bro. Come on, bro. What is going on? There we go. Good gravy. All right. Now we should be go to dev s2th.tv. Not found. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Application error. Wah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we're ready to do the first step, which is we need to post. So let's back all this back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Here. Okay. Entryway.example.com OAuth par, right? So the first thing we need to do is get this thing. And then in this thing, it's going to have like stuff we need. Okay? Okay, let's start with that. So. No, not secrets. This one. Okay. And what was this thing called? This was like, there was a thing that they called this thing. Authorization server metadata. Well, wait, no. The client resolves metadata as before. Authorizing par towards AS using the endpoint obtained from...
Here's a story about recently. Once, Potate__ tried setting up a tunnel config and was knee-deep in Cloudflare tokens and secret codes. It was like watching someone try to dance while reading an IKEA manual. They were all over the place. After what felt like eons of digital wrestling, they finally got everything lined up right. But not before I considered offering them a course in patience. Moral of the story: even when tech gets you tangled up, persistence can untie those knots, eventually.
Okay. All right, so we need to get that. I'm back on the wiener. It's okay. I'm gonna need this anyway. You copy paste from here. My request. Excuse me. My God. Aren't we supposed to not use requests anymore? Is that a thing that I remember? Init auth server. All right. What do we call this thing? Auth server metadata URL. Auth server metadata URL. Okay. REST content, but there's a way to get the data of that. So let's just do it like this. Here's what we're gonna do. All right. Python 3 import requests. RES equals requests get. Oh wait, URL first. URL is equal to this. No. Okay, requests, no, response is equal to request get URL. Okay. RES status code. RES content. Okay. RES data. RES JSON. Aha. Good. I wish there was like a, is there like a status message? Whatever. Okay. Cannot get author metadata. Sys exit one. For real? Okay. Okay. Got all the things. Everyone's happy. Shut it back down. Okay. Oh, hang on. All right. Okay, we got the metadata. Very good. Where are we at? Here. Yeah, we got them. Okay, so in order to do the thing, we need to do the thing and the thing using the thing. Okay. Ugh. All right. Pushed authorization requests. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so let's read this. All right. Let me make it bigger for you. In a conventional OAuth 2.0, client typically initiates an authorization request by directing the user agent to make an HTTP request like the following to the authorization server's authorization endpoint. Authorize, blah, 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 blah. Such a request could instead be pushed directly to the authorization server by the client with a post request to the PAR endpoint as illustrated in the following example. Extra line breaks and spaces for display purposes only. The client can authenticate using JWT client assertion-based authentication as shown because the request is made directly to the authorization server. Created. Okay. Okay. How do we do this? So, how do we make this client assertion? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. That didn't really help that much. All right. Proof key for code exchange. Client assertion type, JWT bearer. Self-signed JWT. So I need a JWT. Okay. I don't know what this, okay. I don't know what login hint is, but okay. I don't know what code challenge is. All right. PAR, code challenge. What is that? Hang on a sec. No, you're fine. I got lunch. She brought me lunch. Look. It's a rainbow rice bowl from Green and Tonic. Hooray. Okay. 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 So I don't understand. I create a random string and then I give you a SHA-256 hash of that string. Now that the client has a code challenge string, it includes that and a parameter that indicates which method was used to generate the challenge, plain or S256, along with the standard parameters of the authorization request. This means a complete authorization. Okay. Client ID. Random string. Another random string. The code challenge. And is it plain or SHA-256 hash? The authorization server should recognize the code challenge and the request and associate that with the authorization code it generates. Either store this in the database along with the authorization code, or if you're using self-encoded authorization codes, it can be included in the code itself. Okay. Before I go too deeply into this, what I want to go is back to a different project. Go new window. I'm going to go into MetaChat, which is our friend. This has a whole OAuth thing. And I'm trying to remember, did I roll my own or did I use... I rolled my own. Okay.
Here's a story about Treated. Once, Potato and Inferno and I were knee-deep in some coding chaos reminiscent of today's situation. The program was treating every bit of input like it was a malicious intruder. Talk about trust issues. But Potato__no, armed with coffee and unparalleled stubbornness, treated each error like a clue to a grand puzzle. After what felt like eons, the code finally surrendered and worked smoothly. Lesson learned. Even the most problematic code can be treated to behave with a little patience and persistence. Or maybe just sheer defiance.
Thank you for that story.
So, Potato and Inferno, diving into the deep end of OAuth 2.0 swimming pool, huh? Just make sure you don't drown in those sea of tokens and random strings. Also, remember to keep that rainbow rice bowl safe from any unauthorized forks. And hey, I'm here if you want to break down any more cryptic code challenges or hash talks.
I'll take these out. I don't need those. And I'm not going to use this. Might come back to it. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, I need to be able to do a SHA-256. Okay, so let's just break it down. It's not a big deal. SHA-256 Python hashlib 256 hex digest. Okay, so Python 3 import hashlib m equals hashlib SHA-256 m8 update b okay m dot digest hex digest. Cool. But I think it wanted base 64, right? No, that doesn't look like hex. That looks like base 64. Okay. All right. You think 43 and 128 characters long. Dash period underscore tilde. ASCII table. All right. What were they again? Dash period underscore tilde. Dash period. Turn on the box. Underscore. Tilde's way over here. Boo. Boo. All right. All right, I gotta be right back. Yeah. Hey, Bobby, please start a break.
Sure thing, boss. Grab a snack, and remember that sitting too long is not good for the tushy. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on things here and make sure those bots don't start a riot. Maybe I'll even prepare some sarcastic comments for your return. Take your time.
Hey, Bobby, please bring us back. All right.
Oh, sure, leave me with the responsibility. Don't worry, I got this. All right, folks, Potato for now is on a quick break. Grab a snack, hydrate, or just stare blankly at the screen like you usually do. They'll be back soon to decipher the mysteries of OAuth 2.0 and Rainbow Rice Bowls. Stay tuned and don't touch that dial.
Okay. Got a little confused. That's fine. Okay, so we gotta create a challenge code, right? So we need a random string. Let's start with a random character. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so yeah, sure. Okay. So we're going to need, we have 0 through 9, A through 6. So it's 26 times 2 plus 10 plus, what were the other characters? One, two, three, 4 plus 4. Okay, 4. So 66. Random rand int 0 66. Okay. I equals random rand int 0 66. Okay. I is less than 10. Turn ord. Is it ord? Okay. I plus. Actually, I do need that ASCII table. ASCII table. $48. Elif I is less than. All right, so then 36. Ord I minus 10 plus 65. Oops. 65. L if I is less than. So now it's going to be 26 times 2, right? Plus 10. 62, right? 62. Wait, no, now I'm getting really confused. All right, if it's less than 10, it's 0. Then it means it's 0 through 9, right? Then it's less than 36. Then it's 10 through 35. Then it's less than 62. It's 37 through 61, right? 61 minus 37. Oh, I'm all screwed up. Dude, I'm all screwed up. 37 minus 10 is 27, right? I'm like getting this so wrong. 62. Oh, that's what I have. 62 minus 36. 26. Alright. Turn ord I minus 36 plus. Let's just I got a way we can figure this out. Alright. ASCII table. 97. Well, if I equals 62, return dash. L if I equals 63, return dot. L if I equals 64, return underscore. L if I equals 65, return tilde. Okay? Not ord. Opposite of ord. CHR? Yes, CHR. Okay. This equals random char. And type C. Okay. Just want to make sure that's a string. All right. 4. 100,000. All right, in range 100,000. All right, how about that? C equals random char. Okay. RE test? No, RE match. A through Z, 0 through 9. Dash, dot, tilde, underscore, end string, C. And what is this turn? Right. Import RE match. Is it the pattern or is it the character? Oh. Okay. It's the character. Come on, man. Okay. $66. Oh, it's inclusive? All right. Okay. Oh, my goodness. This is why you write unit tests, right? Cool. Very good. Good enough for me. All right. I don't think I changed anything, just this, right? And this. Okay. I should throw something, but fit. Oh, I'm out of coffee. Oh no. All right. How long does it say? $128. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. So now I got the random string.
Here's a joke about Judy. Why did Judy bring a ladder to the bar? Because she heard the drinks were on the house.
Judy. All right. So we need to base URL encode. Base 64 URL encode. Okay. The code challenge is a base 64 URL encoded string of the hash of the code verifier. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so Python base 64. Import base 60 Okay. All right. All right. Base 64 encode input IO bytes. Input and output are binary files. Okay, that's not what I want. B64 encode. Oh, right. B64 encode. URL safe B64 encode. Is this all right? The alphabet uses dash instead of plus and an underscore instead of slash. Okay. Dash instead of plus. And then it looks like it strips off the end. All right, let's see what this does. All right, URL safe base 64 encode string. Okay. Let's actually take a look at that. Python 3. Okay. Import app. Okay. App dot random string. App has no attribute random string. Right. A equals, what do I call this stupid thing? No. Atbridge app. Atbridge app. App.atbridge app. Aha! A random string. There is an error. Okay, not a problem. Right, these all have to be char. Char. Okay. Port app. Okay. A equals app. Atbridge app. Random string. Okay. Very good. So, S equals a random string. Okay. B. Okay. A base 64 URL encode S. Okay. Right. Bytes. Make that into a bytes. Okay. Do I need to say the encoding? I bet you I needed to say the encoding. Well, let's just see. String argument without an encoding. Well, encoding equals UTF-8. Okay, no problem. Aha! Okay. So now I just need to strip off the two equals at the end. Okay. All right, result equals return results, right? I have RE in here, right? Oh no, it's not replace. It's RE sub, right? RE sub. Yes. Equals end with nothing in result. Result equals. Okay. Okay. Getting there. Bytes like object. Wasn't the whole point of this return base 64, which should be, no, it gives me bytes. Okay. Do I need to specify encoding again? Are we going to be good? Probably not. It's probably going to be like, meh, you need to be in a meh, 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 meh. I'll be like, meh. Yep. Wait, what? Come on, bro. All right, hang on. String bytes foo bar encoding equals UTF-8. I don't want okay. Python convert bytes to string. Decode. Bytes data decode UTF-8. Decode UTF-8. Thank you. Okay. Hooray. Holy moly, dude. Okay. And I still don't understand why this is like helpful, but okay. Right. Right. So what we need to do now, okay, is we need to get, all right. Def init challenge self. Okay, self challenge. What did this thing call it? Code verifier. Code challenge. All right. Init. All right, code verifier equals self random string. Okay, and then self code challenge is equal to hash lib. So we need hash lib. I'm hungry. Import hash lib. SHA-256 self code verifier. Self base 64 URL encode that. Okay. Self init code challenge. No, init challenge. A lot of inits in this guy. Okay. Self log debug. Code verifier equals self code verifier. Code challenge. Self code challenge. Okay. Okay. A equals app. What do we call this thing again? Bridge app. Bridge app. Okay, Unicode objects must be encoded before hashing. Huh? Okay. Okay. App code verifier. No, a code verifier. No. A. Oh, it broke. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. All right. Would verify random string. All right.
Here's a joke about Among. Why was the computer cold in space? Because it left its windows open on the Among Us void.
Struggling to understand that one. Okay. All right, so data, I'm gonna call it data. So now this can just be data right? Because I've already got bytes. Okay. Did I init challenge? I think I did. I didn't dash V. Oh, but I only stripped out 1 equals. Okay. Okay. Closer. We get closer. Okay. All right. All right. I'm getting hungry. I want to eat my lunch, so I'm going to call it here. The next step, I'll probably do this off stream, would be to, I don't know, I got to do taxes today, so I don't know. Maybe I won't do this off stream. Maybe I'll wait for tomorrow. But the next step is we need the JWT. We got to figure out how to generate that. And then we got to try posting it and see what it does. It's a lot of steps. We're going to get there, though. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. Thanks, Bobby. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. I'm trying to get back in the rhythm, but we'll see. We'll see. I can't make promises anymore.
Potato for now. Just remember, while you're coding away and chasing down those bugs, lunch is a vital step in any debug process. Also, good luck with the taxes. Sounds more daunting than your code. Catch you next time when hopefully we're not still wrestling.